Welcome. This is Andy Lee Graham, and I'm in San Pedro. No, I'm not in San Pedro. I'm in Panajachel, Guatemala, Lake Atalan, Guatemala. I came across the lake for a vacation from San Pedro, but I'm in Panajachel at Hotel Posada Guitire. I have trouble saying it. It's down the road from part of Hotel Victoria. Oh, nonetheless, I'm with the otter. Okay, I had a absolutely inspiration. Well, what I did is I found a breakthrough. Okay, I'm constantly trying to figure out how to take my 65-year-old plus brain and give it the right jet fuel, the food, clean up the lymph, get the debris out of my brain, how to give it the most oxygen and blood to optimize my brain. Okay, and everybody my age is older than me. Okay, and what I've realized is that as we get older, we have a lot of problems. But I have a breakthrough. I found actually a Russian guy. His name is Doctor Alekseev, Alekseev, and he's made a playlist. I started making a playlist, trying to put together. I have a channel called Biohacking that goes. I have 12 channels, and at the bottom of, if you go to my main link for the one year, the Andy lives in an alternate universe or whatever, alternate, I don't know. You'll find at the bottom there's the one called Biohacking. Look for the yellow and red logo. Okay, but I've had a breakthrough, and I'm really happy because this man has actually created a YouTube playlist with 14 videos that has only to do with the brain, okay? And the blood, and the oxygen, and the neck, and everything about the spinal column, and how to get the most and optimum amount of energy to your brain so you can think clearly. Okay, so brain memory, my breakthrough. How to repair your brain, how to increase in the jet fuel going to your brain. I found the fountain of knowledge, okay? He is brilliant. He's absolutely genius. And he doesn't just talk about, like supplements that you can take. He's actually telling you specific actions that you can do to make or help the brain optimize the muscles around the brain, the veins going to the brain, all the different things. There's even one where he takes the skull off and he takes apart, he shows where all the different blood, your blood system enters your brain and leaves your brain, right? It's really good. He's pretty funny too, but it's kind of a dubbed in. He's talking in Russian and somebody's telling you in English, so it's kind of funny. He's actually a very funny man, but he's got, instead of talking about the words, he's telling you the actions to take. Okay, and this is the big deal. Everybody will say, "Oh yeah," they'll say, "Don't do this," and I go, "But you don't tell me what to do." Okay, so he's telling you point by point thing. Now, it's a long series of videos. Each one's about 10 to 15 minutes. And what's really good, though, is these videos are giving you little, like, how to lay down on a bed and exercise the lower part of the back part of your neck. I have been working radically to increase my the flow of the blood to my brain and the oxygen and the food intake, because as I get older, it's quite obvious that the memory recall becomes slower. We make a lot of mistakes. If you watch Joe Biden, you see that he has all these gaps, and it's just it's natural. But he doesn't. When as you get older, the blood flow slows down, your body slows down, the muscles and all your activity is not pumping all the enough juice, enough power, enough energy to the brain to keep it running at optimum thing. Plus, it starts to break down. But he's talking about anger, stress, anxiety. But I will say that he's going to use some terms that I can be sometimes, he opens up like a thread. He gives you a thread, something that you may want to dive deeper on. And I've been using an AI program that's free called Perplexia, PERPLEXITY.ai. PERPLEXITY.ai. Okay, and this, you can look up the words and they'll give you citations, and it'll even give you more links to websites that you can go to learn about this issue. But his name is Doctor Alekseev. I'm probably saying it wrong. Alek, ALEKSEEV. Okay, he's very funny. So I have, I'll try to put all these links. I have two playlists. My link on my playlist is on Biohacking, and by Andy Lee Graham or whatever. And the link's in the bottom of this channel you're on right now. But I only have the three top ones right now. But I have a biohacking channel. The goal is that I hack the body and I reverse the aging process. And there's a lot of longevity people that think by 2030 we'll actually be able to, if nothing less, hold our age at one level and then reverse the aging process. Okay. I have a database on Google Sheets of about 300 different playlists that I've created. Like, you can look up anxiety and then on the database, and you can go watch 6 or 8 videos that I've collected on different issues. I really collected it a lot on sciatica, because I had really bad sciatica for about 12 years until I solved my own personal problem. I have, documented MRI, MRI in Philippines I got for $125 about, 15 years ago, showing how the one disc pushes into my spinal column and causes sciatica. And I solved the problem by reversing, laying it on my back, and now I kind of sleep a lot on my belly. That's all it took. But almost every medical problem has a solution. And I kind of believe right now that the chiropractors who study the interface between the bones, the muscles, the tendons, the blood system are understanding the body better sometimes than the doctors, because they have a lot of specialties and they don't understand dynamically how it goes together. But one of the biggest problems I want you to understand about your body or learning anything is, I'm going to say it, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you've never heard this word, it's in Mary Poppins. If you can remember and say what I just said after one time, then maybe you got an eidetic, a photographic memory or something, or a ability to hear and repeat things in a thing. Most people that learn Spanish or French or any language are naturals. 80% of the people that come abroad are naturally good at languages, and that's why they do it. They just learn a word in one time. I have to learn each word singularity. I mean, one word at a time, and I have to do a lot of work to learn that word. But when you're watching this video, if it's making sense to you, watch it 3 times. I highly recommend, and then take notes and study it and use it. If you're not willing to study the medical, what you need to do medically and the actions you need to take, you don't really want to do it. You just want to be entertained. A person that actually is concerned, and you're looking at all your friends like I am and saying they are not doing very good. But what he goes into, and I'll kind of explain a little bit. There's different blood systems that go through the different parts of the body, right? You got the lymph that goes down the side of your face, then it goes into here. But he goes through the whole structure of the mind and the brain. Okay, like one of the videos, he shows that there's sutures or seams in in the skull that are kind of mobile. They move a little. And there's like 3 or 4 bone pieces right here next to your jaw. And he shows how to massage these things to optimize your brain. Okay, because every part of your skull, your lymph glands, your the blood flow that's going to it's carrying oxygen to your brain, and the blood flow that's carrying carrying the used blood back to your heart. It's a system. It's a circular system. I'm not going to go into details on the words, but he goes into great detail. And he has these little drawings on his whiteboard. Okay, but if it's good enough to watch one time and it really makes sense, it's good enough to take notes, write it down, and try to recall and remember what he says. And if you are already lost your mind, okay, and you can't remember anything, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you can't just repeat that after hearing it the first time, that's why I say this word, because it's a word from Mary Poppins. I want you to realize that the biggest bias people have is they think that they can listen to a movie video one time and know it. One thing I do when I'm watching a video is if they're saying a particular term, while they're watching the movie, I may hit on an Apple on a PC computer. You can hit K and it'll stop the video on YouTube, and I'll say the word out loud. Sometimes I'll write it down. I'll take notes on videos because you can't just put your time in. I know that 90% of people have been traumatized by school, and it's time to get over it. Okay, study and homework is not a negative thing. It's something that will help you to live longer. But write out on each of his videos an outline of the video, and he's got 14 videos. This is a serious thing. If you got dementia, Alzheimer, and you're losing your memory, it's time to get serious. Okay. The process of learning is not difficult. Everybody wants to have music in the background. They want to have all this pleasure, this really nice talk, and it's like a platitude learning. You don't really learn, okay? If you really want to learn, you're going to take some notes. You're going to try to break down the whole video into sections where you understand each specific aspect of what he's talking about, and you're going to learn. I'll put the playlist put 2 playlists in the description to this to this video, but I'm also going to put the name of the person to address. Now, his name is Doctor Alekseev, so it's A-L-E-K, like the word C. Let me go. I'm kind of dyslexic, so I have trouble with these words. Dr. Alekseev, A-L-E-K-S-E-E-V. He's Russian, and it's not going to be that much fun to watch, but it's going to be everything you need to get your brain working. I'm still working through the 14 videos, but I was so excited that I found this because my sister came down, and her husband's got some dementia, and she's got some chemo brain thinking. And it was like at the perfect time, like it's kind of ironic, like God was speaking and saying, here is the video, a set of videos that your sister needs to reactivate all the cells in her body. Okay, I'm Andy Lee Graham. Hit that subscribe button, and I will put this in the description. But if nothing else, go to the person's channel and subscribe to this channel, Dr. Alekseev, and look for the playlist. A lot of you have never watched a playlist, but a playlist is a collection of one topic thing. So he's talking about memory, headaches, and blood flow to the brain. And if you have that, then you can do the rest, like get your body working, right? Okay, I'm Andy Lee Graham. I'm in I'm in Panajachel, Lake Catalan, one of the best climates on the planet, and probably one of the most beautiful lakes, and one of the most economical places to live anywhere in the planet. I'm going to Panama soon. I'm trying to go through Panama. I'm going to go to Panama and talk to the people leaving the Darien Gap, and then I'm going to fly to Medellin, Colombia, and then go through the Darien Gap. And I don't think it's going to be that difficult, guys. But I'm getting ready, and I'm gonna have to lose about 15 pounds to get into fighting weight. And then I'm gonna go to Monterey, California in about June, and then I'm gonna go to the United States, I think, in July. And if you know me long enough, you realize that everything I say cannot be trusted because I always change. But I think this one's pretty hardcore right now. I really want to go to the Darien Gap before my legs get too old. I'm gonna try to call it the Cleveland Clinic or Cleveland. There's a Cleveland major. It's like Mayo, oh whatever. But I want to get a femur transplant. I want to exchange my femur for a new femur and a new knee. Okay, because my leg is out of shit. Okay, I'm here and you're not. Why not? Andy Lee Graham. Hit that subscribe button.